Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the Daily Scan for Monday, April 29th, 2013. Well, I don't have much to recap, and we can really get right into it quickly today with a short video. Just wanted to say that I did put on an Iron Condor on Netflix on Friday. Even though I didn't make a video, I did manage to have a couple minutes, and I had been thinking about doing something about Netflix after it popped after earnings anyway, and I think that with only approximately 4 weeks left to May expiration, I thought it would be a good bet to go ahead and do this on this particular underlying. And if we take a look at the chart, and we go here to Netflix. As soon as it comes up here, there we go. We can take a look at it. Let me squish this one down here and show you where my short strikes are on this particular Iron Condor. And it collected about 60 cents approximately in credit, and I did 4 of them, so I put $2,000 at risk to collect $252. So that's about a 1 to 10 on these relatively safe Iron Condors. And if I bring the probability dates into the expiration, as soon as it takes it there, this isn't too bad, at least based on the current price. So we're waiting for this to start paying off. We have a theta of 18 and a delta of 2.5, which is looking pretty good right now. And here's what down here is where price that paid, 30 cents for the put, credit collected, 30 cents on the put and 33 cents on the call, for a total of 63 cents. So that one is all set. That, of course, is in my Profit 10 portfolio account. As far as the rest of them are concerned, they're all kind of sitting around and waiting for time to work for us. We have 3 insurance policies left. The Qs, and I was thinking about exiting that, but they're really not worth anything right now. So I'm just going to sit on them. We have an expiration of May and July, so there's no use. Definitely the Mays aren't worth anything, and the Julys are actually worth less, or just a little bit more, 2 cents more. But these are midpoints, so the prices are going to work against you. So effectively, they're not worth anything at this point. So that was a total washout on that particular one. The Russell's still doing pretty good, and IWM's doing pretty good. CF is a little bit worried about that particular one. Take a peek at the chart on that one. This did not look good. This is the day I got in on this candle, and then the next day it did this, and I was a little worried about it, but of course this was Thursday, and this was travel day, so there wasn't really anything that I could do about it, and I didn't have any stops in. I wanted to let it mature a little bit anyway, and it looks like as though, based on the price action Friday, that it looks like it may come back down and be a successful trade. And this was the simulated trade that I did back on April 9th for a May expiration. Alright, let's take a look at the futures. The futures are pointing to a slightly higher open, as they like to say on television. And we'll take a look at announcements for today. Personal income and outlays. I believe this is a monthly type of an announcement. And then home sales and Dallas Fed meeting survey. And this might be interesting because there's been some rumors going around about the QE ending. We're in an eternal QE right now to the tune of $85 billion a month. And there's been some talk about slowing that down a little bit. So we're printing $85 billion a month. $40 billion is going to treasuries and $45 billion is going to, I don't know, some sort of mortgage thing that they're doing. I don't know. So, excuse me for that. So I believe that the mortgage deal has to do with some of the stuff that you're hearing on the radio now where you can refinance even if you're upside down, and I think the feds are funding that somehow or another. So it's a stimulus, effectively, is what it is. So whenever you hear anybody talk about a stimulus, we need a new stimulus, well, we're already in one, $45 billion a month. For housing, anyway. Okay, and then I wanted to just, before we go to the A-plus list, I wanted to take a look at the futures contracts that I did a simulated trade on as well. You can see that the E-mini is sitting right here at 1580. And it's down $1,400, and gold is at $1,470, and it's up almost $4,500. So we're doing good on the gold side. Overall, we're about up $3,000. Is that right? Yeah, $1,450 and $4,450, so we're up about $3,000 on that particular combination. Alright, so let's go to the A plus list. Oops. And I wanted to, when we go to that, think Jeff, think. I wanted to mention on the charts. Alright, let's go to swing. There were some enhancements this weekend on charts, and I wanted to let you know that this aggregation period that I have over here for this intraday, which is 78 minutes, it used to try to chunk up the day into equal parts of 78 minutes starting at an odd time. You know, it started at like, I don't know, 9:07 or something like that when I wanted it to start with the open. So they fixed that now, and when you go into, let's see, where is it, your chart settings, I'll just show it to you on this particular chart here, and you go to time axis. I won't show it on this one because it's not intraday. Let's go over here to style settings. Okay, so if we go to time axis here, we have this set down to 78 minutes, as you can see it here. And if we go to equities, there's a new one here that says start aggregation period at market open. So that's a new option. The box is checked. And if we go over here, we can see, if you look down at the bottom down here at the time, it starts at 9:30, whereas in the past it used to start at a different time. There's also a new feature that was added to charts over the weekend that I can't seem to get work, and it says if you click on the style drop down, and I think this is a style drop down, it's supposed to tell you what style you are currently in, which was kind of an irritation before when it didn't tell you. Well, right now it still isn't telling me that I can tell. I would like it to tell me what style I'm in. So when I go, if I change something and I go to save it, and you save it as a current style, I'll know what style I am currently in. I can guess sometimes, but I have a lot of styles and sometimes it gets a little confusing. Alright, let's take a look at the charts for the A+ list. Alright, Apple's in a downtrend. We have a target set up here. Target didn't come through for us. Remember, we are looking for an entry. You know, you could say that Thursday it looked like it hooked down, and that would be an entry. But we're always looking for price to move below the low of the previous day, and it didn't do that. But we still can watch it because we are in a downtrend, and we're at 80 or above on stochastic. So that is a sign that we may want to get in. Oh, one other thing with the new release has to do with drawings. If you go to drawings and you go to, I think it was delete drawings, and then go to old drawings, you now have an option to delete drawings older than X amount of days. And in this case it would be Apple for anything older than 21 days. So you can set this to any value that you want, and then say just notify me if there are over 100 drawings, old drawings on the chart. And then finally you can make this option for all instruments, including stocks and futures and whatever else you might be looking at, Forex or whatever. I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to do with this particular one, but I think it's a very good feature, and I think it speeds up the display of your chart if you don't keep old drawings. And for the most part, I don't care about old drawings. For the most part, except on this Apple thing, I was doing a test back here. I haven't decided if I want to take these old drawings off or not. Alright, so moving right along at the pace of a snail, we have Amazon. We can see that we have this iron condor on for May, and so far we've been able to absorb their earnings announcement. They had a fairly decent earnings announcement, but their forecast for the future revenue was not all that great, I understand, or not as much as in the past. So growth is slowing for Amazon. And then, of course, you got the internet tax bill, or whatever the heck you want to call it, going on. They just want to collect more taxes, more taxes, more taxes. It's irritating. But anyway, this is where we stand with Amazon. We are in a, I can't even see the trend line here. Here, let's move over this way a little bit. There it is. There's so much data in here. Let's get rid of these. Wow, there's a lot. Okay, I'll worry about this later. Alright, we have no trend right now on Amazon, which is, of course, why we're in the iron condor, so we'll just leave that one alone. Here's Baidu. We are in a downtrend. We got a hook down here. Didn't quite hit our target, but that's okay. Same difference. Guess what, folks? We have an alert that we are going to put in here. And it will be below 83.54. And this one is about to drop off of my A+ list because the price has dropped significantly below 100. And it may not be of interest anymore, but we'll keep it for now. CF Industries, we already looked at this one before. We did get in on this hook down. So we're looking to profit from this particular one. Just a recent entry, so we're just going to pass right now on it. Alright, Chipotle had their earnings. They did really good. How do I get all these rectangles? I know I only drew one rectangle. Man. Okay, and I know I got rid of this stuff before too. Now there's 3 of them. What the heck is going on? Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to delete all drawings. Again. Man, I don't know what's going on. And I may send an email off. I did send an email off on this style thing. We'll see what they say. We're in an uptrend. Nothing of any interest going on with stochastic here on Chipotle. If you want to take a pure directional bet on it, I suppose you could, but I'm not going to. Alright, Salesforce, new downtrend, never hit our target. We're going to take a pass on that. Gold. Yeah, we were looking for a continuation of this downtrend, and I don't know, we may get it yet. Let's just wait and see on that, and we'll move our alert up below this low for now, just in case gold decides to take a digger, and based on the futures, that's not going to be happening today. Alright, Google in an uptrend, but I don't know, there may be a little bit of a trend reversal looking at the weekly. We have MACD moving down. Not seeing anything here on Google right now. Mastercard. They got earnings coming up. This is going to be very interesting as far as I'm concerned. So this should be fun to watch. Earnings are on May 1st. So before the market, I think that's Wednesday. Yes, it is. It's Wednesday. Oops. So that should be of interest. All right. Netflix. We are in that one with this iron condor. So we'll just kind of bide our time with that one. There's really, in my book, this is consolidation here. So there's no directional play on that at this time. Priceline. Earnings are out here. 5/8 unconfirmed. At least the time is unconfirmed. Flat consolidation. Not interested in a directional play on that, and definitely not interested in a iron condor for it. Alright, and then Panera, they had pretty good earnings, but apparently the market didn't like it very much. Earnings, $1.64.9 estimated, $1.64 actual. Boy, that's splitting hairs, let me tell you. And there must have been other data and or information in there that people didn't like. So it looks like as though it might be selling off right now. I'll get rid of this, get rid of this. See, there's 3 of them. What is going on? I'm going to have to send a thing in on that too. Delete all drawings. So nothing of interest in Panera. Alright, so that is it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and happy trading.